You gotta sing when the Spirit says sing. You gotta sing when the Spirit says sing. When the Spirit says sing, you gotta sing right along. You gotta sing when the Spirit says sing. You gotta dance when the Spirit says dance. You gotta dance when the Spirit says dance. When the Spirit says dance, you gotta dance right along. You gotta dance when the Spirit says dance. You gotta love when the Spirit says love. You gotta love when the Spirit says love. When the Spirit says love, you gotta love right along. You gotta love when the Spirit says love. You gotta cry when the Spirit says cry. You gotta cry when the Spirit says cry. When the Spirit says cry, you gotta cry right along. You gotta cry when the Spirit says cry. You gotta walk when the Spirit says walk. You gotta walk when the Spirit says walk. When the Spirit says walk, you gotta walk right along. You gotta walk when the Spirit says walk. So I'm feeling all of that stuff. The singing, the dancing, the crying, the walking, so many more things. I'm sure you are too. This is a rough time, and it hasn't gotten really any better. I mean, I guess we've gotten used to some things, but it's not gonna get any better for a while. I'm not an epidemiologist. I don't know the specifics. I do know that Georgia opened up fairly recently their economy, and now all the people there are they're like 40% more likely to contract COVID-19. We can't open up yet. We gotta stay home still. And also, what is our purpose while we're doing that? I'm legitimately worried about the Edge House in the sense of, like, I don't want to lose you guys, because we can't be together. But also, how do we find new people if the university is closed? How do we connect with people when we can't connect with people? It's a lot to deal with, and I've been finding a weird amount of solace in crying out. I did have a bit of a breakdown the other day, and it was maybe more than necessary, but it was helpful to cry, to be angry with God, to be angry with the world. God can take it. I've told you this multiple times. I don't know if you believe me, but God can take our anger. I think God's probably angry too that this is the situation that we're in. We don't have a God who looks at us and goes, yeah, that's fine. It's all good. Don't worry about it, guys. No, we can cry out. Cry out when the Spirit says cry out. And do something about it. Speak up. Push back. And also stay home. I don't know. It's a mess. I don't know. This video is just to share a little bit about where I am, share a song, and to tell you I love you and miss you. Call me, message me, whatever. Bye.